This video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this stylish on the bust funnel corset dress. So if this is something you like, kindly follow me on my YouTube channel at Draft with Me. And if you're still having issues drafting your basic bustier pattern or your corset pattern, join us in our 3 days bustier class and our 5 days corset class, where we'll be teaching you how to draft different types of corset and bustier. The bustier class is just going for 1,500 naira only. So here is my pattern, and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurement, which includes my shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline, and then 5 inches to get our blouse length, but I'm still going to have an extension at the lower part. The next step I'm going to take is after this, I went ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2, and I will be coming down by 1 inch at that point. Next, I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I will connect, drawing out my shoulder slant. Next, I'm going to find my chest line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So if you're on a bigger size, please go ahead and use 2 inches. Now I'll mark back what I have on my shoulder, which is my shoulder divided by 2, place my ruler and connect. The next step I'm going to take is I'm going to go ahead to mark out my basic neckline of 3 inches at this part, and I'm going to blend out my shoulder. Now I'll divide what I have here into 2 equal parts and then come in by ½ inch. Here I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. So after I'm done marking that, I'm going to connect this to that ½ inch and also connect it to the upper part. After I'm done connecting this, I'll go ahead to outline my armhole line with my marker. So after I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead to start marking my dart, and to mark my dart, I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches. Now I'll place my ruler and I'll be drawing out a straight point connecting all those marks that I made. After I'm done connecting that, I'll be marking my dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. So if your bust is a bit bigger, you can go ahead to use 1.5 inches, or you're on the plus size. After this, go ahead to draw out a straight line, and after I'm done drawing this right, I'm going to go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. Next, I'm going to place my curved rule, connect from my bust to my under bust. Repeat this at the other side of my pattern also. I'll go in with my marker and I'll outline. After I'm done outlining at this point, I'm going to go ahead to start marking where I want my cup to be. I'm using 1.5 inches, which is not a standard. You can use up to 2 inches, 2.5. Totally depends on what you want on that part. I'll go ahead and mark back my nipple to nipple and connect. I will mark my dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. Now if you're plus size, you should be using 1 inch here and 2 inches at the other side, or you can go ahead to mark 1.5 inches on both sides. So after I'm done marking this right, I'm going to go ahead to start inserting my measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. So now I'll take my dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. After marking my sewing allowance, I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake I have there, replace it and add my sewing allowance. So on the waistline, I want to snatch my waistline a little. My waist is 28 minus 2. I'm taking out 2 inches. What I have is 26. I'll divide that 26 and mark, measure the 2 inches dart intake, and then add my sewing allowance. You can decide to use ½ inch or any sewing allowance of your choice. At the top length, you mark your hip circumference divided by 4, measure the 2 inches dart intake and add ½ inch for your sewing allowance. After that, you want to go ahead to connect. So I'll go ahead to connect from the bust to the under bust, from the waist to the blouse length, and I will outline. So after I'm done outlining, the next step is to start altering the pattern to get the design that we want. So I'll go ahead and mark a basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches for this pattern, and I'll go ahead to connect. After I'm done connecting, the next step I'm going to take is to come out by 2 inches or 2.5 at the neckline, and I will connect. So after I'm done connecting, I'll just go ahead and I will outline my pattern this way. So this is what I have right now, and now I'll go ahead to go in by ½ inch on the chest line. So I'll connect from there to the under bust. So looking at what we have at the pattern, it looks like a corset that has a funnel corset on top. That's a corset with like a two type of corset, a funnel corset and your normal cupped corset. So I'll just go ahead and connect this and also connect at the lower part this way. So after I'm done connecting, I'm going to outline this, and next it's time to mark your cup at the side. To mark your cup at the side, you're going to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus half if your bust is small. But if your bust is up to 39 to above, you can add 1 inch to that. Next, I'll mark my bust dart of 1.5 inches. So how did I get this bust dart? This is the difference between my shoulder to waist at the back to my shoulder to waist at the front. My shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. My shoulder to waist at the front is 17. So if I take out 15.5 from that 17, I'll have 1.5. So from here, I'll go ahead to connect to the other side. So for the bust that there are several other ways to do that. Let's say a bust of 34 and below can use 1.5 inches. 35 to 39 can use 2 inches as their bust dart, and 40 to 45 should at least use 2.5. So I connected from this point to the other side. I'm still going to go ahead to readjust it much later. Now we're going to work on the asymmetric hemline. You can come down by extra 1 inch or 2 inches depending on how pointy you want it to be. Then go up a little, and from this point you can come up by 2 inches and then go ahead to connect this to the lower part. Now if you want the side to be more longer, you can go ahead to extend it just like we have at the video, but if not, you can just leave yours at that 5 inches. That is, you can add extra 1 or 2 inches to the side of your pattern. That is at the hip point. So this is what I have now, and to cut out, you blend in your darts. So now I'll go ahead to start cutting out my pattern this way. So I'll blend in my darts and I'll tape it up and then blend up my cup. Now I'll go ahead and cut this out. So another thing you want to do is to get the lower part, we're going to place another pattern paper underneath it. That is to trace out the part that has a funnel corset. Now I'm going to go ahead to also tape it down or use something to hold it. So you see me readjusting the upper part of the cup. This is to have the pointy edge we have on that pattern. Now I'll place this on another pattern paper and I will be using my tracing wheel to trace out. So I'll go ahead and start tracing out my tracing wheel. So if you don't have a tracing wheel, you can just go ahead to use your scissors to make marks on this pattern so that it's going to show on that paper. So because we are going to be cutting the lower part separately, and for this pattern is more like a corset pattern, and then your funnel corset will now be attached at the lower part of it, just like when you're making your funnel or funnel corset, right? So I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So while cutting this out, also note that part of the corset that will be inside it is going to at least have like a base, so that when you're joining it, it will connect. So I'll go ahead to just trace out this part. I don't know if you're seeing it, but it's kind of visible for me because I'm the one making use of the tracing wheel. So I'll now cut this out. So this is the part that will serve as the funnel corset on top, and then I'll now go ahead to cut out the main corset, which you'll be joining together and you'll be attaching it. So if you notice, I cut it at almost at that same point. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but if you have any question, you can go ahead to ask. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out and also cut out my cup. So you'll be joining this part as a separate part, and then join your funnel corset and you place it on top and top stitch, like join it on it. So here's the back pattern, and I've already gone ahead to mark it out. So sorry, I have a double waistline. It was actually a mistake when I was drafting out. So after this, I'm going to relabel here, right? And I'll outline it before we start drafting out the pattern. I've marked out all the basic measurements, and I've drawn out my neckline of 3 by 1 inch. Now I'll be marking my dart, which is my nipple to nipple divided by 2. Also, my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5 inches. So after I'm done doing this, I'll be marking a basic dart intake of half inch on both sides, come down by 1 inch here, and I'll go ahead to connect and also connect at the other side, go all the way down and take this down. So after I'm done cutting this out, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. So the next step is to start taking your measurements. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, add my sewing allowance, use the same waist measurement we used for the front pattern, mark the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. So for the blouse length, I also added 5 inches after my waistline. And now I'll go ahead to connect my pattern. So if you have any questions so far, please go ahead to leave it at the comment section. So after I'm done marking this, I'll come down by ½ inch here, place my ruler, and I will connect. After I'm done connecting this way, the next step I'm going to take right now is to go ahead to come in by that same measurement I used for the back and for the front, reconnect it. So I didn't clearly see what we have there, but I'll just go down by 1 inch and connect for the yoke, come up by 0.3 inches and I will connect. Now I'll outline the side of my pattern, and the next step is to start marking the lacing area. You can go in by 4.5 here, mark 1.5 here and connect, because the back is very open unless you just want to use your basic back pattern. After this, I'll just make a dot to indicate I have a lacing here. So now the next step I'm going to take is to come up by at least 2 inches here and I will connect. So if you're extending the lower part, you can add extra 1 or 2 inches. I'm just using what I have here. So but if you're making this dress, you can actually extend it by 1 inch or 2 inches at that side, and I'll go ahead to cut out my pattern this way. So after cutting it, when I'm also cutting the lower part, so there are 2 ways around the lower part. You can decide to have a straight dart at this point, replace it at the side, or and blend it out, then cut out your piece as one, or you can just leave it and cut out your dart, and then when you are done, you just go ahead to rejoin the side as one piece. So this totally depends on the one that works for you.